Good evening, everybody. This is Terry with Willow Designs, and this is Will, the Will part of Willow. And tomorrow I'll have Owen, baby Owen, which is the other part of Willow Designs. And he's sick tonight, so we ask you all to say a little prayer for him. And Will just wanted to get on for a minute. I'm going to just show you a couple little quick things tonight, but he's here and wanted to say hi. Tell him hi.
Hi.
All right. You want to go in there and play a little bit while I do this? Okay. Tell them bye.
Bye.
Okay. So I think I finally figured all this out as far as the right way to do this, and so that you can see everything and it won't be sideways. Okay. So earlier I did this and made a few mistakes with it, but this is our 5x7 chalkboard type design, and it's double-sided. You can see where I kind of messed with it a little bit. I started it and then had to clean it. So I just went ahead and glued some twine, a few strands, hot glued it on there. And then you can do both sides. It will also stand this way. So we do have some 5x7 designs that go in this direction. So I'll show you some of those as well. Just going to give this another little wipe because I see a film left from it. Will and I had attempted to do this and I messed it up. And the good thing about all this is that you can wipe it off. It's just take some water and a little rubbing and it's done. I've got a blow dryer here. I'm just going to give it just to make sure. Now, this design is the Love Brings Us Home. And I could do it this way. I'm going to do it this way tonight. And it comes with a few other pieces. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to position those. But for now, I think I'm just going to put it here. I didn't, let me see if no, that's a little crooked. I was going to say I didn't fuzz it because I used it earlier. So when they're brand new, you definitely need to fuzz it. If you don't have the fuzzing cloth, just use whatever you've got on, your pants or your top or whatever, just to get a little bit of the stickiness down. Let me see here. Yeah. I'm thinking that looks better, but I want to put it in there just to make sure, because you do lose a little bit of it when you put it down. As you can see, it's pretty close. So I'm going to move it back up, and it is just a little tilted. As you can see, these once you've used them once or twice, they are much easier to handle, and they're very forgiving. So you can just keep working with it until you get it just the way you want it, which is what I'm having to do now. I think it has something to do with the way I cut it. When I cut, it was a full piece, and I cut the other things off. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah. So it comes with these hearts and a little house. I think I'm going to put the house here, the striped heart there, and then I'm going to put the little heart inside the O, and we'll see how that goes. You can see where I got some of the chalk paste on there. It will stain sometimes. So I have the chalk here. I'm going to use the white. I stirred it already. A consistency that would be similar to sour cream or yogurt or something like that is best. You don't need a whole lot. And once you get used to it, pretty soon you learn the amount of pressure that it takes to get the transfer to go through. So you just go from right to left or up and down, but you don't want to smear it like that. So just go one of the directions, just whatever's comfortable for you. And and then I'm just going to go ahead and scrape off the excess because we can reuse it. It takes forever to use up one of these tubs. Just give it another little bit of a pressure there to make sure. Okay, now I'm going to lift. Now with these, you don't want to go just get the corner and pull this direction. You want to go either down or up, holding both sides. It just does, and that's just because you don't want to stretch the transfer. But this is small enough that I can get hold of it this way. There we go. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to put the transfer in a little dish of water I have over here just to keep it from drying up, the paste until I can get finished with the video, and then I'll clean it up. So now I'm going to go with the little house. I didn't use these earlier, so I am going to fuzz it. And I got the fuzzing sheet over here to the left. Now, I'm going to place the house right about, see, I'm going to line up the clear part as close to the bottom of the E, so that it is somewhat even. There we go. Easy enough. Now that feels like a bubble in there, so I'm just going to get up under there. Oh, I see. It's got a little bit of chalk there. So I'm just going to bear with me, you guys, as these little tedious things sometimes can cause some problems. It's not going to matter so much over in the blue part, the greenish part. It's just where the screen is. This is like a screen transfer. So we've got it down. Okay. I think I'm going to do the heart in our, I think it's raspberry sorbet. I'm still waiting on all my supplies to get here. And I don't have a whole lot of colors right now, but this would be the more for a heart. So let me get this stirred up real quick. Okay, so this isn't going to take much at all, and it's really, oops, I got it on the chalkboard, but that's okay. It comes off really easy. Put that in the water for now. And we're going to pull it off. Perfect. These dry really, the chalk dries really quick. So I'm just to get that chalk up that's on there, you just take a little bit of a wet paper towel. And get it up. Now, after that dries, I can wipe it to get rid of any smudges that might be there. And a Q-tip works well, too. Will you bring me a couple Q-tips? Okay, so Now we're going to do the striped heart right above it. Same thing, you just want to lift it off from the center whenever it's possible, just to make sure you don't stretch it. It's not wanting to come up, so I may have to bend it just a little there. There we go. So I'll hang on to these backings because, thank you. So you can see how that kind of smoothed that out. Okay. Now we'll put the striped heart. I'm going to try to get the point of the heart even with the house. And we'll see if I did that. I think that's going to look good. I think I want it to go up a little bit more. I didn't fuzz that, so I'm going to do it real quick. There we go. Still not happy with, I want it to be up closer to the top of the E because we want to have some sort of balance there. There we go. And we're going to stick with the same raspberry sorbet. They have mini squeegees. This is the regular size. So I'm thinking, and I have those on order, I'm thinking those are going to be better for this size transfer because I feel like it doesn't take much and you're off the grid there. So let me just do it this way with just a corner. Okay, and then we just want to get the excess off. And you want to be able to see the design that ensures that you don't have too much on there. Okay, so let's pull that up. There we go. So far, so good. Looks like I may have missed a little part of the O on home, but I can fix that. So let me put this transfer in the water so that it cleans up. Now, I'm just going to give it a quick blow with the blow dryer to make sure that glove is dry so that when I put this over it, it's not going to pull up the O. I'm pretty sure it is dry since it was the first thing we did. It's dry to touch. My concern was and I'm going to just cut the top part so there's not as much. There we go. Let me fuzz it. Now, I'm going to get in here and do this. I'm just going to scrape it good. Now you notice I didn't lay it real hard against the O, just where the heart was, because that's the main place that you needed to concentrate on. it looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to take a Q-tip and just see if I can remedy the O down here. I don't want to mess it up, but I want to try to fill it in if I can without I'm not going to risk it too much because it wasn't that noticeable. And once it's in the holder, I think it'll be fine. Let's see. Yeah, so that looks really cute. And that's the Love Brings Us Home. You can do the other side and so that you have dual use from it. You could decorate the base up like I did with this. I'll take a still shot of this and post it so that you can see how it looks better. But I feel like I could have gone a little bit, pressed a little bit longer on the Love Brings Us Home. And I think that would have looked better. But, you know, this is just learn as you go. But I did want to show you these little round chips that they have. You get a dozen in the pack. And I'm going to just glue a magnet on the back, and I'm going to make a little magnet. And I just wanted to show you something that you can do that's cute. I love the teal. You know, I have some teal in my living room, and I'm just partial to it. So I'm going to do this in teal. Chalk Couture has several of these types of sheets. I've cut a couple out of them, but they're just little 3-inch designs, and they have them for each holiday period. This one is the Easter that says you're a good egg. Hello Spring, the little bird. I'm going to do this little bunny. I had done it on another piece, but I had an idea because there's just so many things you can do. Just like I embellished the base of that board, I'm going to embellish this. I'm going to stir up the teal's pretty good because I have used it, and but the consistency I've noticed on the white is thicker, and I'm going to have to mix some water with that, I think. Let me get my squeegee cleaned up, and I'll do this. And I've got a little embellishment that I'm going to add to it just to show you some little things you can do that are real simple and that make cute little gifts. Let me get the bunny on there. I'm going to chalk it, although I don't really need to. I mean, fuzz it. Okay, so I'm purposely going to put this bunny up a little higher than I normally would on this circle. But I don't want to go, her ears to go off, but I want it to be right up at the top. That's not centered well. Let's see here. I think that'll be good. So you just want to fill it out for any kind of bubbles or anything like that. And I kind of saw one. Okay, now let's give it a coat of the ink, or the paste, I should say. There is an ink, the chalk ink, but it's more for fabric and things like that. This is the paste, the chalk paste, and it is for the transfers. Now, I gave that a good coat, so I'm just going to scrape it off and take the excess and put it back in the tub and lift it up. All right. There we go. Looks good. Let me put the transfer in some water over here so that that's taken care of. I got just a tad off there. But I can straighten that up later. But I bought these little embellishments a while back. They're little like crystals or whatever. And I'm going to put one right under the bunny's chin here to look like it's her collar or something like that. And that's just to give it a little bling. And I've got some hot glue here. I'm just going to put on there and then just place it down. And then I'll hot glue a magnet to the back and make a little refrigerator magnet out of it. Okay, I've got the hot glue on there. I'm going to place it down here. Just give it a press. And there's a little magnet. Don't know how well y'all can see this, but really cute. And that'll be cute on the refrigerator for Easter time. This is the Love Brings Us Home that we made, and I'll take pictures of these as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back real soon. I've got some of the Chalk Couture Easter eggs that are now sold out, but I did get some sets, and I'm going to decorate those up for you, and we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will come back later and hopefully just get better and better at doing these, and I'll be more organized. So have a good night.